So every so often a good real estate opportunity comes up. When this happens, I have to double and triple check and make sure it's real. If you're a real estate investor and you're constantly trying to get a great deal, you know it's not easy. There's a trend that I'm seeing recently of distressed multifamily business, and I think it's still too early to catch it. History has taught us that trends that are caught early will give big rewards. There's good news and there's bad news. The bad news is that most folks will never have access to any of these distressed properties. In fact, it took me many years to get access to these properties. Most of the big players are just too distracted going after larger assets, and smaller players just can't get access to the lenders to fund distressed assets. We could go years without seeing anything like this happening again, but in a matter of months, it would all start to happen. My name is Abiel Ballesteros, and my business partners are Renee Sanchez and Sam Jaziri. Our business strategy is to consistently finding distressed multifamily properties, and by distressed, we mean buying 30 to 50% below market value. Let me give you an example. During recent COVID crisis, we purchased 434 units in Atlanta at $46,000 a door, and in Columbus, Ohio at $41,000 a door. For those that are not in the business, and for those that are in the business, these properties were both in good neighborhoods and they were purchased well 40% below market value. After we rehab these properties, we get to refinance and get all our equity out. Yes, we get to get our money out of the deal and keep a cash flowing property for the long term. There is another narrow window of opportunity. We are also seeing hotels closing down all over America. We just purchased 260 unit hotel located 5 minutes away from Disney theme parks in Orlando, Florida for $4.5 million, which we will convert into a multifamily property. There's a huge appetite for this type of property all over the United States. There's a shortage of affordable housing that will continue in the coming years. Renee, Sam, and I saw these opportunities in 2020, and we had already begun to take them. You are probably seeing all over the news how landlords are struggling with tenants not paying their rents, and how stimulus checks and other government helps are not reaching landlords. Well, that's a reality for a lot of landlords who don't have the reserves or are just heavily leveraged with loans and cannot keep up with their tenants that are not paying. There's a famous quote by John Bogle: buy right and hold tight. That's what we're doing here at SAR Apartment Capital. We just don't want a good deal. We want great deals. Now, there's a narrow window of opportunity. Here's where we can pick up these multifamilies at a discount. Now, this is only available to accredited investors, but beware, as the economy slowly recovers, the window starts to shut down. You don't need to be a real estate genius to understand that the term buy low and sell high. Maybe you're saying, I'd rather invest in stocks and buy stocks low. Well, a lot of wealth has been created buying stocks. But if you look at the richest people in the world, they all own a piece of real estate. They make their millions and invest in large portions of it into real estate. It's not easy for investors to be able to replicate what these rich people around the world do. These recent turbulent times have forced distressed assets to drop dramatically in value, but they go so fast that you can't hesitate. We have the experience, we have the buying power, and we have the access to distressed apartments. This opportunity is now available to accredited investors who have some cash on the sideline. It doesn't take millions to join our next deal. You can get in with a minimum of $100,000. Now, you could do this on your own and go find a distressed apartment. But if you have never done one on your own or have the time to find one, consider partnering with us. We have the experience. We have been buying distressed apartments since 2010. We have bought over and sold over 2,000 units in a decade. Renee, Sam, and I are experienced entrepreneurs and real estate investors. Let me tell you a little bit about us. I started in real estate in 2005. After flipping over 200 single-family homes in 15 years in residential sales, I currently control over $60 million in real estate assets. After successfully working as a project manager and general contractor, my business partner Sam was able to build over 200 million square feet of warehouse and offices. He also purchased and managed over 2.5 million square feet of industrial offices and retail properties and sold over 1.5 million square feet of warehouse portfolio to a REIT. Sam has acted as a director of a community bank in Broward and served as a loan committee for 13 years. He's expanded into multifamilies in Florida, Georgia, and acquiring over 2,000 distressed apartments, where he achieved great returns. My second business partner, Renee Sanchez, in 2005 began a career in real estate as a financial sector. During this period, Renee also got interested in multifamily, with his first joint ventures and his methodical study of markets. Renee purchased several distressed apartment buildings that he successfully stabilized and sold. Renee expanded into the Georgia market in 2012, acquiring over 1,700 units and successfully exiting with returns over 40% IRR. He later founded Blue Door Real Estate Group, a company specializing in acquiring and stabilizing and selling distressed assets. Now, Renee has acquired and stabilized and sold over 3,000 multifamily units, and his partners currently hold and manage over $70 million in real estate. Renee attributes his success in acquiring Class C and Class B apartment units to their focus on the market research, product, and knowledge of construction experience. We are looking for accredited investors to join our Investors Club. Below I have a link for you to be able to be alerted on our next opportunity. If this is something that interests you, simply click on the link below and fill out some basic information. Then you can decide to set up a call with me. My name is Abiel Ballesteros, and the moment to invest in multifamily is now. I'll see you soon.